everybody. So this is our yoga class. It's going to be a live YouTube video for our yoga class. So this yoga class is sponsored by the Sanat Kumar School of Enlightenment, and it's going to be a little bit of something you can do in the evening to relax, to cool down, and to actually allow your body to prepare for the sleep. We don't have a whole lot of space here, but I hope you're going to be able to see some of the things that I'm going to do. You will need either a towel or a yoga mat, and you also need a comfortable clothes in which you can move and that stretches. So we're going to start with a sun salutation, and for that you're going to simply raise your hands up into a praying position and then lower them all the way to your feet. After you step your hands slightly forward and put your knees on the ground, and then lower yourself in plank position to the ground. Look up like so, and go into a triangle position for a few seconds. From this position to triangle position, you can look forward, lean forward, and just gently hop, and then look forward, forward bend. And from here, you can either get up, you can also raise your hands and lower them down into the praying position. From here, you can open your hands and legs to the side, and you can look to your left, and then go ahead and try to touch the knee with your hand, and stretch your other hand forward to the side. And then from here, you do it one more time, but this time allow the hand on the leg to slide down the leg, all the way down the leg until you reach the bottom, and put it on the ground and look to the ceiling. And from here on, you want to use your oblique muscles to get yourself up. Turn yourself and do it to the other way. So you start, of course, with just a little bit of a stretch. And then from here on, you're going to slide all the way down to the ground. You're going to look at the ceiling like so. And from here, you're going to gently get up and get ready for our next exercise. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to actually do a tree pose. It's a very soothing experience. I'll do all three versions today of the tree pose. I'll do the tree pose for the beginners, which looks like this. Hands on the waist, heel lifted, and lean on the ankle of the other leg. Breathe in deeply 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then from here, you can grab your leg with your hand and hold it here with your hand as the second half, while the other hand is in the praying position. And then we're going to do that same thing on the other side. So you're going to lean the heel on the ankle. And from here, you're going to just go into praying position and count 5 deep breaths slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And from here, you're going to lift that leg here, and you're going to also allow yourself to be in a praying position. All right. So from here on, I'm going to show you the second out of 3 versions for this tree pose. You're going to let this knee bump right here be like a resting point for the middle of your foot. And so you're going to press it here. And that creates like a nice balanced kind of feeling. And you can have your hands on your waist, or you can have them in a praying position while you interlock all of your fingers except the index. And from here you can do 5 breaths. So it's going to be 1, deeply 2, deeper 3, 4, and 5. From here, you can again grab the leg and lift it, but slightly before the thigh. So on the thigh. You can even sit a bit to allow it to kind of sit in there. And from here you can have a praying position, and that's the second version. And then you're going to do the same on the other side. Find the bump, find the middle of your foot, and allow it to rest. You're going to feel a good balance. They're pressing against each other. You can have your hands on your waist, or you can have your hands in the praying position. 1, nice and deeply. 2, and then 3, slow deep breathing, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6 is not a breath, but you're going on the 6th breath to grab the leg and put it on your thigh, and you slightly bend the other leg, so allowing this kind of resting position. You don't need to be too flexible for that. And then you can just wait here for that deeper level. So the traditional tree pose that I know, we actually always have double position. So you got the first version from here to here, you got the second version from here to here, and now we're going to go the more advanced version where you actually do not move the leg for the second half of it, but you bend the standing leg instead deeply. So we're going to grab the leg, point the toes, and put it all the way on the top on the hip. And that will be the final, most difficult version. You can just watch it if it's too much. From here, you can interlock your fingers and you can just breathe deeply, and preferably raising your hands into praying position or kind of like opening it into receiving the energy. It's position called sensitization, but it's also called merging with your soul. And so from here, after you did that for say 5 breaths, then you can go ahead and lower yourself into a full squat. And this squat is the more second half of this advanced version of the tree pose. Keep your back very straight and enjoy the strengthening ability of your standing leg. And from here, you just release everything forward. Just give yourself a second to adjust. And we're going to go ahead with, of course, the other leg. You're going to put it all the way if you're doing this third version, but you're welcome to stay with the first, on the hip. You're going to interlock your fingers and raise them either on the top or open it into the sun salutation and merging with your soul position. Stay here for a little bit, straight back. And after a few breaths, you're able to go into a full squat with one leg on your hip and straight back as well, enjoying the strengthening feeling that you're getting from that. All right. And there you go. Now, of course, we're going to rest into a mountain pose where you're just standing, feet together, hands pointing down, breathing deeply, eyes preferably closed. 5 deep breaths. You can also look at the tip of your nose to relax yourself and to have a focusing point. And after you've done that, we're going to perform our last pose for this live YouTube demonstration, which is going to be a dance pose. So you know it as so, but I don't recommend doing that. I recommend grabbing one leg, the right leg with the right hand, from inside your foot, not here, but here. Then you see that you could be right here, and that could be it for today. We could go a little bit higher, keep that balance between like a triangle between this hand and this leg. And I'm gonna go here because I've been doing this every day for many, many years. But if you cannot be there today, just stay lower. Look at your hand if you can, and deep breathing. 3 to 5 times is the tradition in yoga. And then when you're lowering it, keep that kind of balance between the leg and the hand. We can, of course, do the other way, and that will be it for today. You're going to grab the same left leg to the left hand from inside and allow this kind of pose to happen. That's a dancer pose right here. And you can stay here, but you can also go all the way, like so. And that's it. Enjoy the process. If you fall on the first few attempts, that's good. That means you're getting the balancing strength happening. And that's it. Namaste. My name is Soyfer. Thank you for the sponsor of this video, Sanat Kumara School of Enlightenment. I'll see you next time.